Hello everyone. I don't think there's been a worse time for mountain biking. I think it's at its all-time low. People are buying bikes to get out on the local canal towpaths, but for us normal mountain bikers in the winter, especially this winter, the trails have been so bad. We're in lockdown, so we can't travel far from home, which is a royal pain in the ass. But I think there's light at the end of the tunnel. By March, early April, we're going to be coming out of this lockdown, so we'll be able to go places. And we've already got tickets for 417, we've got tickets for Bike Park Wales. Now Bike Park Wales for me is the mecca for mountain biking in this country. I've been all over the country and by far it's the best place for me personally. That being said, I was scrolling through some of my old footage and I've managed to find a load of footage that I never actually published. So it's from our first visit to Bike Park Wales. There was a small group of us, a couple on hardtails and the rest on full suspension, and we didn't know what to expect. So we started off nice and gently with the blues and then we went kind of into the reds after. Being the first time, we're not clearing a lot. It's good for people to watch this footage and see what to expect when you actually get there. You'd be surprised it's not just a downhill part for shredders. Take a look.
Here to celebrate Gaz's 45th. Straight into a berm. Lovely.
And welcome to Bike Park Wales, guys. Like I say, we got here and we were really hesitant to go down some of these trails. We didn't know what to expect. But this is the first trail that we decided to go down. It was one of the easiest blue trails. It's called Melted Welly. All the trails are separated into three categories. You've got flow, you've got technical, and you've got blend. Flow is what we're on at the moment and it's one of the easiest. There's not a lot of obstacles in your way here. There's no roots, there's no drops. Tech obviously is technical riding, and the blend are the trails for the more advanced riders.
Did you get out on the film?
Okay.
Oh, not like that!
The next trail downhill is one called Roller Disco. This was an absolute riot. It's a lot like a pump track.
Why do they call it roller disco? It's a pump track.
I think I just said that.
How are you doing with that really long bike of yours?
Yeah, I'm making fun of the size of Ben's bike again. Coming out of Roller Disco, we did not expect this almost like catapult of speed that we got here. We've never experienced anything like this on any natural trails. The surface they use is incredible.
Oh my god, this is fantastic! Go for it, it's alright, I'll catch up.
A friend of ours was worried about leaving somebody behind.
The G-force, bloody hell!
Just remember, it is a bike park, not a trail centre, so you all meet at the bottom. Just look at these incredible machine-built berms. You just don't get this on natural trails.
That way, and that way. Riding up the wall. Watch your head.
This next trail is called Bushwhacker, and it's one of the easiest, apart from the green trail that's on here. It's on the way down to the visitor centre. You are not prepared for the amount of speed that you get, and the trails are built to absolute perfection. I didn't even have to pop that jump, that's how good these trails are. Coming towards the end, don't forget to brake. At some point mid-morning, I think we decided to get a little bit braver and tackle Vicious Valley.
Right on a route. Oh, we could have
Oops.
gone there.
Yeah, definitely oops. There was a bit of a bottleneck there going on, so I had to stop and slipped on the route.
Yeah, I 470, yeah. Yeah.
And this is our first time doing the famous A470 jump line. There's over 20 jumps down this section, but before you get to there, you've got to go through a little bit of a technical section. And again, these lips are a lot higher in real life.
Oh, step up. No.
The second time we came back to Bike Park Wales, we cleared these jumps. But we just didn't know what to expect the first time. But what an amazing trail. Bear in mind guys, this is 2019, Bike Park Wales have been incredibly busy through lockdown and they've completely redone the A470 trail. This is Bluebell and this is a flow trail. I cannot explain the feeling that this trail gives you in exhilaration. Just enjoy this, just watch how fast this is. This is a perfect example why a full face helmet in knee pads are necessary at Bike Park Wales. At one point down here, I was topping out at 40 miles per hour.
Checking it go straight on. At least you know you're not going to meet any dog walkers. I find myself braking thinking there's someone going to be around the corner. And
This is Willy Waver, and on the trail map it's classed as a blue stroke red. So basically it's getting up there towards the Advanced Riders Trail. Since we went in 2019, we went again at early 2020, they've actually completely redone this trail and smoothed it out. And it is actually a lot easier than it is in this video. And that's where the red element of the trail comes in, so I didn't judge the jumps very well at all. And because of my inexperience at jumping, I landed straight into an incline of the next double.
go red. No. Okay.
So here I'm going to show you an example of the blue trail and the red trail. I'm going to branch off left here. And as you can see, it's a little bit rougher. You've got to be so careful with these rocks that are jutting out. You have to be more aware of the trail around you. The blue trail to the right was pretty much like the rest of Willy Waver. It's quite smoothed out, and we've rejoined that blue trail now.
Oh, look at that, right back at the uplift.
Do you ever feel pressured into doing something that you don't want to do?
Guys, we are go. We're filming.
This was the entrance to Blackadder,
Run VT.
and I wasn't feeling it on this day at all. So far we've shown you blue flow trails. These are a couple of the blue technical trails. For me, these blue tech trails are more like my local trails like Kinver Edge or the Clent Hills. I somewhat felt at home here. Again, GoPro doesn't show how big some of these drops are. That drop that we went over just was probably about 18 inches tall. There are just so many trails you can do, even if you're not very competent in mountain biking. I saw 6-year-olds going down some of these trails. This is Sixapod, and it was the ultimate flow trail. I loved every second of this trail, but by this time we were getting pretty tired, and it's a different type of fitness than you would get from a cardio fitness. It was more muscular endurance that you needed at Bike Park Wales. You go full on downhill, straight back up to the top, and depending on your fitness levels, you could get up to about 8 to 10 runs done per day. So to finish the day off, we decided to do AC/DC, which was one of the blender runs, which is one of the hardest trails at Bike Park Wales. At this point in our mountain biking career, I don't think we had any reason to be on this trail. Obviously this was a red stroke black, so you're looking at the more advanced rider to do these trails. And there are some features on here that are full on commit. If you brake, you're probably going to have more of an accident if you didn't brake. Again, you can't see how rooty, steep and gnarly this section is. I really hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and I hope it gives you some kind of perspective of what to expect at Pike Park, Wales. The blue trails, anybody can do the blue trails. Maybe not the fastest, but it doesn't really matter. It's all about getting there with your friends and enjoying yourself. If you did like the video, like and subscribe, it means the world, and we'll see you next week.